So if you're not a Jehovah's Witness, where are you going to go? That seems to be like a favorite thing the witnesses like to use. You know, where are you going to go if you're not one of Jehovah's Witnesses? We have the only truth, and there's nowhere else that you can go. You know what's cool about that is you don't have to know where you're going. You don't have to know what the truth is in order to leave the witnesses. It's just a mental block they put there for you, and I can look at it and think it's kind of silly and goofy now, but when I was in the religion, I mean, it was a true thing that held me back for a little bit, always worrying about, well, if this isn't it, then what is the truth? And my wife even brought it up a few times while we were leaving. But what's cool is it's okay. You don't need to know what the truth is. For me, I still don't. If there is a God, I think there's a higher power of some kind. I don't believe in the Bible, but those are my thoughts and my views. It doesn't have to be yours. I have my own reasons for it, and you can do your research and find out your own reasons. When I talked in a previous video about my buddy Chad down in Florida, his parents are Methodist, and when he moved in with his dad, or not, I should say his dad and his stepmom, because we talked about his mom and what that situation was like, because she's a witness still. But anyway, so his dad and his stepmom are Methodist, and he moved in with them towards the end, and he, oh no, this was before he moved in with them. He went to their church several times because he liked what they did. He wasn't about joining a religion. He had talked to me about that, and it's like, nah, I'm not going to join any religion. But he really liked what the religion was doing. They would hand out food at food banks and stuff. They would organize to go serve at homeless shelters. They would do, I think he called it Operation Love Your Neighbor, where they would bring out food and go knocking on doors and deliver food. So way different than the knocking on doors and trying to recruit members to your cult. Like, that doesn't help anybody. But providing food surely helps. So he was really impressed by that. He felt like if any religion, was doing something good, this was a religion that was doing good. And so he ended up getting baptized, I believe 2 years before the end of his life. He got baptized with the Methodist Church. And I was happy for him. I was super happy for him. I don't care what anyone believes. Even if you're a witness, if you believe it and are happy, I'm happy for you. But if you're thinking about leaving, I'm going to give you plenty of reasons why you should. So anyway, don't worry about it. If that question is a mental block for you, where are you going to go? Who else has the truth? You know what? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You're going to find your own truth because you're going to start exploring things that you've never explored before. You're going to actually be able to research things in the Bible that you were never allowed to research before. Here's a fun little one. This it's not a disproving of the Bible, but just a disproving of the witnesses. If you want to do a little fun research when Jerusalem fell. It's a big one for the witnesses because they base 1914 off of 607. So find out when everyone in the world thinks that Jerusalem fell, except for the Jehovah's Witnesses. That's a fun little history lesson. You don't have to look up anti-Jehovah's Witness stuff for that. Just grab a history book and see what all the history points to for a date, and what archaeology points to for a date. And just don't show your elders, because you'll probably be on a quick road to reproof or something. So I just wanted to bring that out, though. That thought of where do I go is a big mental block. And I just wanted to also touch on how the witnesses provide these mental blocks, and you're not even aware of it at times. About 10 years ago, I was working in New Hampshire, and I'd drive by this sign, and it was put up by some church that thought the end of the world was coming, and it had a date on it. And I'm thinking, wow, how stupid would someone have to be to believe in a religion that posts something like that on a billboard? Because it was on a billboard on a major route. And then I did some research, and I'm like, wow, as a Jehovah's Witness, we've predicted the end of the world like 5 or 6 times, and I don't have any problem with it. And that's really bizarre that I have this mental block where I could apply the craziness of a religion to a statement they made, yet the religion I believed made the same statement, and I could feel like everything was okay and that God was leading our religion. So that's brainwashing is what it is. I know witnesses hate that term, but it's what it is. I mean, to have that mental disconnect from one topic to another just because of what you're told is brainwashing, and it's unfortunate. So anyway, if you can take anything away from this video when you think about, well, who else has the truth? Again, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. You're going to find your own truth as you start exploring and learning new things, and not forced to believe one thing or told to believe one thing. Anyway, I hope everyone has a great day, and I think I'll make a few more videos, but then wrap it up. So talk to everyone soon.